that fit your technical?
I believe they are very good fighters. They are very good workers as well. It's very good. We have a very good intensity at the training. They always give everything. They don't complain much. It's for a coach, it's amazing to work like that. You can see that they really follow the plan, follow the strategy, and I'm very happy to see that and very happy to have this kind of attitude in the team.
Thank you. Good luck
Thank
today.
you. ขอบคุณครับ
ขอบคุณค่ะ
ガックン決めていいっすよ。
앞뒤 뭐를
Give them much space to cross. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the teams of PG, Pathum,
Pathum United and Công and Hanoi FC ครับแฟนๆครับแฟนๆครับขอเสียงต้อนรับทีมมิกิปทุมยูไนเต็ดและทีมCông and Hanoi FC
Such a high level in the groups with the clubs competing this season. And the stakes are going to be up for this campaign. Some big games in the rest of this season on the final four. That is what the role in the here and now. Focus on this fascinating fixture of the competition. Let's take a look at in the opening fixture of the shopping. Gomez will use his leadership and experience to guide the back line. Leonardo Arthur and Alan Sebastian Alexander are two more players to watch up for up front for this side. Wing Quang Hai leads the team as captain.
Okay, have a good match and enjoy.
As the exchange of pennants and handshakes. Just after the coin toss, Kakuto Notsuda, captain of PG Pathum United. Wing Quang Hai, captain of Công and Hanoi.
Now, new style that they have.
Lots of quality in both these sides, in the starting 11s and on the substitutes bench as well. Kritsala Keman is someone they can rely upon if they need to shore things up in midfield or in defense. Tomoyuki Doi if they need the goals. Chanatipsong Krasin is another quality attacking player for this PG Pathum United side. On the other side, they have Rogerio Alves dos Santos and Van Vak Duk as options. Referee for this one, Najafaliev Asker, the 21-year-old, has plenty of experience as a referee in his homeland of Uzbekistan. This is his second Shopee Cup match as a referee. He will be assisted by Andy Tan Min Land of Singapore and Shakvatov Bakhtiyor Kuja of Uzbekistan. Fourth official, Alkatiri Torik Munir. Surachai Jaturapatrapong is listed officially as the head coach for this fixture. Former dynamo in midfield in his playing days. He has been with PG Pathum United in several roles over the years. Alexander Polking shake hands with Supachai Komsilip, who is the assistant coach on the official team sheet. But Supachai has been taking charge of the side in the domestic league Polking is back in familiar territory. Former head coach of Thailand. Led them to 2 ASEAN Championship titles. Also had 211 matches in charge of Bangkok United. This is his second spell for the Vietnamese club. His first coming with Ho Chi Minh City FC. He's having a much more of a successful time with Công an Hanoi since joining in May 2024, winning the Domestic Cup and Super Cup recently. This is his 47th match in charge in all competitions for the club. And we have kickoff here at the PG Stadium in Pathum Thani, match day 1 of the ASEAN Club Championship Shopee Cup 2025-26 season between Thailand's BG Pathum United and Vietnam's Công an Hanoi. This is a Group A fixture. BG Pathum United playing at home, going from right to left on your screens in the white and blue, coming up against Công an Hanoi, going from left to right in the red outfits. There is VAR available for this matchup as well. Choi Hyun Jae and Kim Yu Jong the VARs for this one. That's Sharon Sak. The low cross into the area could have been the first opportunity already for Mateos Fornazari. Another giant in the BG Pathum United side. There is Stefan Mok. Puts it out for the corner, making his debut for Công an Hanoi. BG Pathum United already off to a quick start, looking to attack down that right with the pace of Jarunsak Wongon. Corner will be taken by another debutant, Joel Lopez. One of a raft of new signings made by BG Pathum United ahead of this campaign. They're a threat at set pieces with the height that they have. Milos Drincic, not a towering presence in the box, as is Chanapat. That's going to fall to Fornazari. On the turn, effort is blocked. Rebound comes back in. Well, that was blocked again by Adu Legli Min. That was one to chase. And Bogdanovic gets his first touch in possession. Good tempo very early on. There's Min, heads it away, playing at left back. Back 4 for Công an Hanoi. 2 in central defense, Wei Huang Viet Ang and Hugo Gomez. Lo Fanto, number 88, playing at right back. Fluid setup. Looks to be a 4-4-2 when they don't have it. But even in those defensive phases of the game, there's good movement and pressing. This isn't a side that will want to sit back and invite that pressure. There's Mok, gets it on. The number 11, Lepam Tanlong. In Quang Hai, he starts out on the right-hand side, but will always be looking to drift into those central positions. Brilliant footballer. This Quang Hai, there he goes, on the move, into the area, heavy touch. Takes it away and into the arms of Bogdanovic once again. Group A of this competition, consisting of the defending champions Buriram United, the runners-up from last season that we're seeing here, Công an Hanoi, one of the semi-finalists, BG Pathum United, Malaysian giant Selangor, Tampines Rovers, one of Singapore's most successful clubs, and a dynamic Erb Cebu of the Philippines, who won their playoff matches against Kasuka of Brunei to qualify for the group stage of this competition. Slevando gives away a free kick. Good speed at the start of this contest, being played in very hot and humid conditions, 31 degrees Celsius, 66% humidity, not much of a breeze going across the ground as well. It's Ikane Panya who was fouled in that passage of play. Two players in the wall for Công an Hanoi. Hai and Le Pham Tan Long. Not bad ball delivered in. It's been headed away. Not Suda back into the area. Shot came in from Takaki Ose. That's Takaki Ose, who is a Cambodian international. Played in Cambodia for 6 years and was granted citizenship in November of 2024. He's leaning back as he hit that to get over the ball to keep it down. There's that high press from PG Pathum United to try and disrupt Công An Hanoi. They build up in possession, wanting to allow the away side to get into a rhythm. Công An Hanoi were wonderful in the group stage last season's campaign. Ose reads that pass from Mok, gets to it ahead of Le Van Do. Have a situation here where the fullbacks will get forward in support of the attack. Here's Win Din Bak, 21-year-old, plenty of pace down that left-hand side. Can look to drive infield or on the outside. Sarat. Everything has to go quickly. Look at the intensity of the match. This is a brilliant start from both these sides. They impose themselves early on. Clever pass out wide to Ekanet from Jaronsak. Here's Ekanet. Reverses. Ball out to Joel Lopez. Levanto tracking back. He had some help from a central defender, Bui Hoang Viet An. Had to come across into that space that was vacated by Levando. Suda. Let's pass inside to Sarat. There's Joel Lopez, tidy in possession. Ekanet floats one in towards the back post. Jaronsak couldn't take that one down. That's vision from Ekanet, just over the head of Adu Legli Min. Expecting the defender to get contact on that one. Jaronsak ran through the teams in Group A. It's not any easier in Group B. It's going to be a booking for Le Pham Tan Long. First caution of this match. Not quite sure what happened for him to receive that yellow card. Has seen something that he wasn't too happy with. So he's going to have to be very careful. Into the 8th minute of this match and already on a yellow card, Le Pham Tan Long, who plays with a lot of energy in the middle of the park for Công An Hanoi. He'll be looking to hold his position defensively and allow Stefan Mok the chances to progress forward, joining the attack. That's Philip Nguyen. Bounces back, Mok into Min. Well, the sides in Group B. There's also a Thai team in there, Bangkok United. Got Malaysian Super Club, Johor Takzim, Singapore's champions, Alliance City Sailors, Vietnam's champions, Nam Dinh, Cambodian Premier League winners, Prekan Ritsvering, and Myanmar's league champions, Shan United. It is an incredible list of clubs from across the region, all vying for the chance to be crowned champions of this prestigious tournament. Alexander Polking, also known as Mano Polking, former player himself, played quite a bit of his football in Cyprus. PG Pathum United coming into this competition, determined to make their home advantage count. Got a passionate group of fans. It's a wonderful arena. Here's Wallet. On the other side of PG Pathum United, you got Công An Hanoi bringing with talent and ambition. Arriving here ready to test themselves in one of the toughest away days in the group. In fact, it was something that Mano Polking mentioned as well in his pre-match interview. He was asked about the start that they had in this competition last season, and he said, yes, it was a great win against Buriram, but the situation is different. They're playing away. So there is that to contend with for them, and he is, of course, hoping for a positive start here with a maximum points on the match day 1. It's an opportunity for both these sides to erase a little bit of disappointment from last season's campaign. For PG Pathum United, they went through the group stage of the inaugural edition of the ASEAN Club Championship Shopping Cup unbeaten with 3 wins, 2 draws from their first 5 fixtures. That gave them top spot in the group going into the semi-finals. They would face the runners-up in Group B, which turned out to be Buriram United, the eventual champions, who actually finished behind Công and Hanoi in the group stage, thanks to the perfect record from the Vietnamese side. Here they come forward. The speed of Nguyen Tin Bach, cuts it back to Quang Hai, chips it into the 6-yard box, just over the head of Alan. Alan Sebastião Alexander, his official name on the team sheet, also known as Alan Grafici. Suda. Going back to Ekanet with the clearance. That's good pressure from Công an Hanoi. Here's Leo Arta. Given that freedom to drop off the forward line. Mok. Pass cut out by Ose. Gonna break for Charon Sak. We've got players back here, Công an Hanoi, so Wallet is going to have to push forward from deep. There's that burst of pace, drives inside, Wallet Chultong! Might have gotten taken out, shot was deflected, play continues for the moment. Joe Lopez will cross into the box. Adu Min with the interception. It's Hugo Gomez takes it away into Win Quang Hai. Intelligent ball across to Nguyen Tin Bach. Leo Arta, spiel onto the left, Nguyen Tin Bach, some space to work with, was he nudged in the back? Play continues, Alan with the shot on the turn, straight down the middle, and Bogdanovic makes the save. It's so dangerous going forward. Might have been a decision for the officials to make with that challenge on Nguyen Tin Bach initially. Play was allowed to continue. Work from the Brazilian Alan. Either side of Bogdanovic, and that would have been 1-0 to the away team. Wallet Chultong has stayed down in need of some treatment. PG Pathum United exiting last season's competition in the semi-finals after a 3-1 defeat on aggregate to Buriram. Well, Công an Hanoi will book their place in the final after overturning a 1-0 first leg defeat against PSM Makassar to go through 2-1 on aggregate. And that final between Buriram United and Công an Hanoi was a pulsating affair, played over 2 legs with plenty of drama. First leg ended 2-2, second leg finished 3-3. Penalties were needed, and it was Buriram United who got the job done in the shootout to take the first ever Shopee Cup title. As a look back at that booking and why he was given the yellow, Lerpam Tan Long. Too many complaints about that, although he might say it was his first challenge in the game. Works with some officials, not with others. Well, it should be okay to continue. That will be the hope anyway. The young talent has been growing in importance for this PG Pathum United side over the last few seasons. Gotten over the heartbreak of last season. You can already see from the tempo of their play, raring to go again this campaign as Mok gets taken down by Sarat. It's a fresh start and a new opportunity to be crowned kings of ASEAN Club football It's a region where titles like that matter. It's a region that takes its footballing rivalries seriously, and we have a proper rivalry here. Thailand coming up against Vietnam. As a couple of their representatives in the competition collide. 3 Thai clubs in this season's Shopee Cup. Pathum United, Buriram United and Bangkok United. For Nazari. Gets beat into it in the air by Bui Hoang Viet Ang. Trincic is forced to concede a throw-in. Hugo Gomez, 54% possession for the away side, just the 1 attempt. PG Pathum United up to 4 attempts. Ekanik takes it away from Levando. On the break for Nazari with space to unleash an effort. That's the recovery speed and the awareness of Adulegli Min. And once again, goes across and puts in an important interception. For Nazari is stay down, play continues. Joe Lopez loses his balance. Referee will whistle for a stoppage. Matthias Fornazzari requires some treatment. First time that these sides coming up against each other in the competition. Nothing much in that. Clean challenge from Adulegli Min. Let's see if there was a knock perhaps on the follow through. Didn't look to be the case. He's touching his hip. The right side. If anything, there was a connection on the right knee. But it seems to be an issue with his hip for Fornazzari. They do have Tomoyuki Doi on the bench. I'm sure he'll be looking forward to coming on if he's required. Decent crowd that's come in at the BG Stadium here in Pathum Thani, Thailand, making themselves heard. Got a good support, and there's plenty to do around the ground as well. So food shops, drinks available. We've seen some of these fans enjoying the fried chicken, the sausages, the snacks that have been available for them, just to soak in the atmosphere ahead of kickoff. Opportunity for Fornazzari to show everyone he's in good shape for this campaign. Gets the magic spray on the hip, and he too should be okay to continue. What a massive presence that they have in this team. BG Pathum United, it seems to be something they look out for. And they sign players in the scouting of players. We've had the likes of Sedine and Die, also a very tall player in the team. Nika Sandohadze is another one who's not in the squad for this fixture. Also another tall presence in the side. BG Pathum United also have Jordan Imaviwe, also not in the squad for this matchup. He is 1.93 meters tall. He's a very versatile player, the Singapore international, Jordan Imaviwe. Let's take a look at that tackle from Ekanit. Mok. First touch away from Sarat. He's building up in a different system now. Looking at a back three in possession. Kongan Hanoi. Hugo Gomez on the right of that three-man defense. Bui Hoang Viet Ang. Lovely pass into the channel for Alan. Holds it up well under pressure from Chanapat. Done well so far, Alan Grafici. Very comfortable playing with his back to goal. Having that pressure on him. Saw with the chance earlier that he shot straight down the middle at Bogdanovic. Held it up well there again. Hui Huang Viet Ang. Good passer from the back. He's given away though to Notsuda. Lopez on his left. Notsuda. That's been turned over by the PG Pathum United captain. Mok. Leoata, a lovely ball through for Alan. Flag stays down. Can he finish? Alan, yes he can. That's a brilliant goal from Công Hanoi. Leoata with the pass threaded through. Alan Grafici with the pace to get in behind that high defensive line and the composure to finish for the opening goal. Too much space in midfield afforded to Leoata. He's well onside. He is well onside. Alan Grafici. This time around, it's not straight down the middle with the effort. He looks for the far post. And it comes off the left arm of Bogdanovic. Grafici with the opening goal for Công Hanoi. Well, what a player he has been for the club, the 27-year-old. Came to Vietnam with Binh Dinh in July of 2023. Spent the season there before joining Công Hanoi in July of last year. He's been in a good run of form. Scored against Vietel in the league opener. And has 32 goals in 41 V-League 1 appearances. Including 14 in 18 V-League appearances for Công Hanoi. For Nazari. Well, the flag eventually does go up for offside. There's Andy Tan, the assistant referee on the far side from Singapore. Well, he's well offside. There is a call for the delayed flag in those situations, but you can see quite clearly on the replay that for Nazar, he was miles offside. Flag did eventually go up. Here's Gomez. Loose touch from Alan Grafici. Surachai Chatrapatrapong along with Supachai Komsilep. With some work to do to try and turn things around. Công Hanoi really getting into the rhythm. Wonderful side to watch in possession. So many options for the player on the ball. There's Nguyen Dinh Bach. Quang Hai with the touch. Loose. Notsuda. Smart ball in, but Philip Nguyen is there. And this is the thing about playing with that high defensive line. For Công Hanoi, you need a goalkeeper who's comfortable stepping out from his own area, and Philip Nguyen is exactly that. Switched on to the danger, just sweeps up in behind. Known as Philip Nguyen to some, he's got Nguyen Philip on the back of his jersey. Leoata. It's been a handful. Grafici's in behind again. What a ball! Grafici looking to make it two. Bogdanovic rescues PG Pathum United. Big save. But it's just too easy for Alan Sebastian Alexander. And Leoata, when he gets on the ball in midfield, he's not being closed down quick enough, able to play these passes through. Alan has the pace to get in behind. Keeping his side in it. Slavisa Bogdanovic, 31-year-old, who's not eligible to play in Thai League 1. Brand new signing, joined in July this year from Saudi club Al Ain. He probably will be a regular for BG Pathum United in this competition. And in the AFC Champions League 2 this season for them. It's going to be another busy campaign for BG Pathum United. They had a series of semi-final heartbreaks last season. Not just in the Shopee Cup, also in the Domestic FA Cup as well, and in the Singapore Cup that they took part in. Cup joy for Công Hanoi. They're looking to challenge for the league title this season. Also to go one step further in the Shopee Cup. Five passes already for Công Hanoi to 67 on the home side. And after a lively start from BG Pathum United, Công Hanoi have been in control. Slick in possession. And aggressive in defense with their pressing. Alan. Lovely one-touch football. Quang Hai Levando. First time cross is easily blocked by Ose. Alan. Might have been offside in Quang Hai, so he just left it. Allows it to go out for a throw in a very deep position, which means Công Hanoi can stay high up the pitch. That was flicked on by Fornat Zari. That high pressure has allowed the away side to win it back. Quang Hai, Alan, Mok, Levando, not bad with that cross in, and it really needed a run from Windin Bak from the left-hand side. A little bit more awareness from the Công Hanoi required just to meet that cross. Clean challenge, says the referee. Here's Arta, more space for the Brazilian to work with. It's a poor effort. Gomez wanted it back on the edge of the box. Notsuda, some space to work with in central midfield. Takes it on the turn. A little bit too predictable from BG Pathum United at the moment. Run from Wallet was spotted by Windin Bak. It's an interesting battle. Two very talented young players down that side of the pitch. Windin Bak, the attacker for Công Hanoi. Wallet Kultong, the right wing back for them. Loves to get forward as well. That's a good header on by Alan. Here's Leo Arta. Can they break forward at pace? Well defended on this occasion by Milos Drincic. Jaronsak. Can he make something happen? Picks out Joel Lopez. Turns back into pressure. Has to wait for support to arrive. Recovering their defensive shape quickly on the away side. And that was loose in possession from the home team. As Sarat into the back of Quang Hai. Well, BG Pathum United finished third last season in Thai League 1. It was the best league finish since the 2021-22 campaign when they finished second. And prior to that, they had won back-to-back titles in impressive fashion. First in the Thai League 2 in 2019 to gain promotion, and that was followed by a brilliant Thai League 1 title win in the 2020-21 season. Flag has gone up for offside. on Fonazzari again. A season of what could have been for BG Pathum United, especially in the cup competitions. Will be interesting to see how they do this campaign, especially with the turnover of players they've had and the new signings that they've brought in. Always going to take some time for those signings to gel, for teams to really get into their rhythm. Alexander Polking said the same about his team coming into the campaign, and they're still in almost a pre-season mode, were his words. So he believes it's still going to take some time for his side to be at 100%, which is a scary thought because they have been excellent so far, and there's still going to be more to come from Công Hanoi. Lalan could have gone down, good ball in, great save from Bogdanovic once more. Công Hanoi, they should be out of sight. Levando with the chance, and it was a big chance. There's some incredible work from the away team, again in possession. 1 and 2 touch football, slicing right through BG Pathum United. Well, they've been a joy to watch. If you're Alexander Polking, you'll be delighted with what you've seen from your side so far. The only thing that you might be a little bit unhappy with is the lack of precision with the finishing. That was a big chance for Levando. They should at least be 2 goals up. Công Hanoi finished 3rd in V-League 1 last season, which was a big improvement on the 6th place finish in the 2023-24 campaign. They won the Vietnamese Cup last season and started off this season on a very positive note as well, winning the Super Cup ahead of the beginning of the domestic league season. You can see how well coached they are. Clear identity, a clear structure. Players knowing exactly what their roles are on this side, and they've got the ability to execute as well. Here's Walid. He wanted a free kick. Referee thought about it, decided against it. It looked to be a foul, I have to say, on the evidence of that replay. And even in real time, he's unfortunate, Walid Kultong. Joe Lopez, Ose. Sarat. Back up to Ose, the 29-year-old. He was born in Tokyo. 6 caps for Cambodia. Previously played for Angkor Tiger and Phnom Penh Crown. It's Bogdanovic. Again, nothing going on in front of him. Quite a bit of frustration out there for PG Pathum United. Mock. Win Philip. Another brave in possession. Công Hanoi. Just drawing that press for the ball over the top. Ekanet has to get there, and he does, ahead of Levando. Connection. Take another free kick. There's nothing wrong with that challenge from Gomez. There's Le Pham Tan Long. Quang Hai. Adu Legli Min, a 27-year-old, new signing for the club. Has that versatility as well, can play in central defence or at left back. Leo Arta with the throw. Adu Legli Min was born in Grenoble, France, came through their youth system and came to Vietnamese football with Ha Tinh in August last year. Spent a season there before moving to Công An Hanoi. Good touch from Fornat Zari. It's not just the players getting frustrated out on the pitch for the Thai side, it's their fans as well. Some groans every time possession is lost by the home team. Mock wants Hugo Gomez to open up for him, and he does. Pui Hoang Viet Ang, very solid central defender, and number 68 for Công An Hanoi. Good with the ball at his feet. Here's Leo Arta, really enjoying himself out there. Oh, it's another beautiful pass into Quang Hai. Gets in behind PG Pathum's midfield line. Mock gives it away with the header. Lopez onto Ekanit. And he's dangerous with his dribbling. Nice and direct, that's a good pass in behind. Lopez with the chance! And they needed just one opportunity to put that away for the equalizer. They are back in this. Joel Lopez with a goal on his debut. Well, Công An Hanoi have had their chances. They've not been able to put them away and create that distance between themselves and BG Pathum United. That's going to be a close one. It will be looked at, but he might just have kept himself onside. Again, it's Ekanit Panya with the driving run, causing the problem right through the middle. And then picks out Joel Lopez. Keeps his cool with the finish through the legs of Win Philip. It's wonderful awareness, a great vision at pace from Ekanit Panya. Getting his head up while he's running right through. Ekanit Panya back at BG Pathum United, and boy, do they need a player of his quality. And it's Joe Lopez getting his debut, getting his goal. 28-year-old. Last played in Bolivia with GV San Jose, formerly with Rosario Central. He's played in Peru and Ecuador as well. Close call, very tight one. And for all the control that we've seen from Công An Hanoi, they've looked so good in possession. They've sliced through that BG Pathum United defense on a number of occasions, and they've created some really good chances. One quick break, one transition from the home side, and they are back level. Just waiting to make sure that they can officially award the goal. Oh, wow. Well, it was close, but the call is offside. So the good work from Ekanit Panya and that fine finish from Joel Lopez is not going to count. Very, very close call. Check completed. The decision is no goal. So Công An Hanoi get away with that. They've been warned. Here's Alan. Trying to get away from Sarat. No free kick. Hugo Gomez thought there was going to be a whistle. The referee has done a good job. He's allowed play to continue. It's kept the tempo of this match high to the 40th minute of this contest. It's just flown by. Ose. There's Le Pamtan Long. Back to Nguyen Philip. Quite happy to stray outside of his area. Chanapat. He drags Alan down. Quang Hai is waving the imaginary yellow card. He wants a booking for Chanapat. Getting caught out of position by Alan. Such a difficult player to deal with. Here's Alan. A few words of advice from Alexander Polking. So still just the one goal in this. Quintin Bak, Quang Hai. Le Pamtan Long. It's on a yellow card as well, so he has to be careful with his challenges. Closes in on Notsuda, forces him to go back to Ose. Risky here from BG Pathum United. There's a loose pass from Ose, bailed out eventually by Milos Drincic. Struggling with their rhythm and their structure at the moment on the home side. Oh, Lopez, that's clever. Jaron Sak gets his head up. Fornazari in the box. A bit too much for the Brazilian attacker. It's going to be a corner for BG Pathum United. Last touch was of Levanto. There's Jaron Sak Wongkon being given a chance in the starting lineup for this matchup. Speedy, tricky winger. 28-year-old with 18 caps for Thailand. With BG Pathum United at the start of the 2024 season, but was loaned out to Cerezo Osaka. He didn't feature in J1 for them. He's now back for this campaign. His parent club, formerly of Montong United, and Samut Prakan City. Good ball in for Nazari. Was making a nuisance of himself in the 6-yard box. It was Drincic with the effort in the end. Whistle had already gone. 26-year-old Milos Drincic. .95 meters tall. It's the number 15 for BG Pathum United. Former youth international for Montenegro from under 17 to under 21 level. Another new signing, joined the club in July. Adu Legli Min. It's an interesting story with Legli Min. He's of Vietnamese descent. Initially didn't impress the coach at Ha Tin when he came over for a trial period and during training, but he excelled in the matches. That's why they made the decision to sign him. That's a high boo from Fornazari. A painful one for Bui Hong Viet An. Should be a booking here. Strong blood as well. There's a cut on the forehead of Bui Hong Viet An, it looks like. Well, he's saying to the referee that he had no idea that the defender was there, but he's got to be switched on. That was a solid kick to the face. Very painful one for Bui Hong Viet An, who was so brave in going for it. Well, he's been sent off. It's a straight red for Fornazari. Oh, I thought it was a yellow card initially, but it's a straight red. Wow. Things are going to be getting a lot more difficult for BG Pathum United. I wonder if there might be a possible overturn here. We'll have to wait and see. I certainly don't think there was any malice behind that from Mateus Fornazari, and I guess you could argue there's a lack of care with the attempt at the overhead kick. Shown the straight red. He's been asked to leave the field. I don't think there's going to be a reprieve for him. I think it's one of those where you could probably see both sides of the argument. I think from a player's perspective, if you've been there in the game, you'll feel that he's been a little bit unlucky to be shown a straight red. I think a yellow card would have sufficed, but then on the other side of it, from the official's position, he's got to look out for the safety of players, and he feels that maybe there was not just a lack of care, but there was excessive force in that from Fornazzari. It was dangerous, and it is a painful one for Pui Hoang Viet An. He too could be taken out of this match because of that challenge. As we have a look at the time added on, a minimum of 7 minutes. I'm going to have a lot more than that. So I'd imagine if you're BG Pathum United, you're going to try and find a way to get Tomoyuki Doi on for the second half, with Mateusz Fornazzari having been sent off now. Everything going for Kongan Hanoi. Alan with a lovely opening goal, and he's been such a threat. Let's have a look at that goal again. The pace to get in behind and the timing of the run as well. Precise pass played through by Leo Arta. Great timing on that run. And getting enough on his shot to beat Bogdanovic. So if you're looking to be really critical of the goalkeeper of BG Pathum United, you might say, got a hand to that one, could he perhaps have kept it out? It is a goal that they deserve, the away side. And that fans travelling across as well. And they will have enjoyed what they've seen from their team, as will Alexander Polking. He won't be relaxed though. And he won't be completely satisfied. That is the nature of the head coach's job. Just having a chat with his Brazilian attackers, Leo Arta and Alan Sebastian Alexander. BG Pathum United fans are unhappy that Pui Hoang Viet An is not being stretched off. Blood was drawn. There was a cut on his forehead. Has been wrapped up for now. I'm sure they would have taken the precautions as well with Pui Hoang Viet An in terms of concussion protocols. Just making sure he's okay to continue. Good thing for Kongan Hanoi. Well, he's giving the thumbs up. He's saying he's okay to get on with it. They will have half-time as well to have a closer look at that. And here the jeers directed at Pui Hoang Viet An. 26-year-old central defender who joined the club in September of 2023 from Hanoi FC. And was a Hanoi FC youth product. Making the switch to their rivals. 15 caps for Vietnam. Strong in the air. Very good reader of the game, and he's a physical player. There's Adu. Mateusz Fornazzari, the 29-year-old Brazilian striker. Another one of the new signings. Played in Brazil and Portugal before moving to Sukhothai in July last year. Scored 13 goals in 27 Thai League appearances for them. Made the move across to BG Pathum United in July, getting his first start for his new club in this match. Seeing himself shown a straight red. Alan. Enough pace on that pass out to Levando. Going to see even more of the ball here, Kongan Hanoi. Gomez looking for options in front of him. Quang Hai wanted it, but Gomez decided to just play it inside to the central defensive partner. That's Walid. Challenge on Windin Mark. Quang Hai tried to pick out number 9, Windin Mark. That's the intense pressing from Kongan Hanoi. The the advantage of the extra player as well. Expect to see them keep up the tempo of their play. Quang Hai. Chanapat with the touch. Corner to the away side. Quang Hai looking to try and run the game. For Công an Hanoi, 28-year-old, 75 caps for Vietnam, and like Chanatip for BG Pathum United, Chanatip for Thailand. Quang Hai is a legend of Vietnamese football. Technically excellent, great distribution and quality off his left foot. Here he is with the delivery. Plays short. Leo Ata. Quang Hai makes the run. Takes Ekanet away. Ata with the pass into his captain. Wallet with the speed across. Another corner for Công an Hanoi. Closer look at Wallet Tutong, 21-year-old right wing back. Played right back as well. He's been with BG Pathum United since April of 2022. Well, a couple of challenges in the box that the referee is not too happy with. Adu Min involved in one of them with Wallet Tutong. Mark on the far side. He's being marked by Sarat. Stefan Mark is quite a character as well. 29-year-old Australian on loan from Adelaide United. Just arrived a couple of weeks ago, bumped into him in the team hotel. And he was saying that he's been enjoying his time with the club so far and only had good things to say about Alexander Paul King. Been given a warning. Hawk and Sarat. Referees watching very closely. They've all been spoken to. Quang Hai with the delivery, punched away by Bogdanovic. Danger not over. It's Alan. That's a great clearance from Ekanet. Lifts it high into the night sky to in Pathum Thani. And there was some work for Le Pham Tan Long to do to deal with that. Did well under pressure. Puts it out for the throw, 29-year-old. Hoàng Anh Chia Lai Academy product, Le Pham Tan Long. Le Van Do. Quang Hai. Great touch into Le Van Do. He's got all this green and the space to push into. Leo Ata. Back to Quang Hai. They will take their time with this, Công an Hanoi. Past the 7-minute mark, a minimum of 7 minutes. More time having to be added on because of that injury to Pui Huang Viet An. Alan with the shot, blocked by Bogdanovic. He's been busy, Slavisa Bogdanovic. Another good save. You can see why he's been brought in. And to get down to that quickly. Alan trying to go across with the effort. Leo Arthur's there's the option for the short corner for Win Quang Hai. Just go direct. Second shot to Leo Arthur. There's the setup, 3 against 2. There's a bit of an overload here for Công an Hanoi. Ekanet and Charon Sak having to work together to try and defend. Le Van Do with space to send the cross in, punched away by Bogdanovic. Pass from Chanapat, an attempt at a pass down the line into Notsuda. Easily cut out by Windin Bak. That's Leo Ata. Out to win. Arthur, Quang Hai, flick it into Alan, well defended by Drincic. Gomez, Le Pam Tan Long, Arthur, Mork, to that half space, out wide to Levando. Go ball in, cleared away by Drincic. The referee has seen enough, he's blown for half-time. Might have gotten a call from the VAR just before he blew his whistle, just to get the all clear. And it's been a great first half for the away side. Công An Hanoi have been the dominant team in this one. It was a bright start for BG Pathum United. A couple of chances early on, but then Công An Hanoi got into their rhythm and just controlled proceedings. Fernando Arta with the assist for Alan Sebastian Alexander to get the opening goal. And it's the only goal of this first half. At halftime, it's Công An Hanoi 1, BG Pathum United 0.
ขอฝากร้องเลยนะครับต้องบอกเลยนะครับว่าแค่สวยขึ้นนะครับโอ้โหเชียร์แบบว่าสนุกสุดยอดมากเลยนะครับที่แอบเชียร์อยู่ข้างหลังนะจะบอกว่าโอ้โหมันดุเดือดเหมือนกันนะครับดุเดือดเหมือนกันนะฮะใครที่ลุ้นเข้ามานะครับจะบอกเลยว่าให้รีบกลับมานั่งที่นะครับเพราะว่าเห็นสักครู่หนึ่งเนี่ยมันมีช้อปปิ้งคอยมาแจกด้วยนี่ใส่เสื้อสีส้มใส่เสื้อสีส้มแบบนี้มาจากที่ไหนมาจากที่ไหนเอ่ยมาจากที่ไหนฮะมาจากช้อปปี้นะฮะเพราะฉะนั้นนะครับแน่เลยช้อปปี้คอยกับช่วงช้อปปี้เชคครับทำเชคนะฮะใครที่มีแอปพลิเคชันช้อปปี้โหลดตอนนี้เดี๋ยวได้เลยนะครับกดที่เป็นแอปพลิเคชันช้อปปี้เนี่ยเปิดมือถือขึ้นมาหยิบมือถือแล้วเปิดแอปพลิเคชันช้อปปี้ขึ้นมาได้เลยนะครับส่วนใครที่มีแอปช้อปปี้โหลดตอนนี้ได้เลยครับ หยิบมือถือโชว์หน้าแอปช้อปปี้หน่อยทุกคนโชว์หน้าแอปพลิเคชันช้อปปี้หน่อยอย่างนั้นเลยอย่างนั้นเลยอย่างนั้นเลยอย่างนั้นเลยทุกคนครั้งที่แล้วรอบที่แล้วเนี่ยได้เล่นกันนะคะช้อปปี้เชครอบนี้ต้องเขย่าตัวเขานะแต่ฝั่งนี้ต้องเขย่าตัวเขานะฝั่งโน้นมีแอปช้อปปี้นะมีไหมครับถ้ามีโชว์ทุกคนได้โอ้โหจะบอกว่าทุกคนไม่มีใครที่มีแอปช้อปปี้นะครับทุกคนมีแอปช้อปปี้กันหมดเลยนะเดี๋ยวแนะนำวิธีการเล่นเล็กน้อยนะครับก็สำหรับการเล่นเชคนะฮะมันง่ายเลยนะครับเพียงแค่เขย่ามือถือนะครับเชคแบบนี้นะฮะแล้วก็รับขวดไปเลยยิ่งเชคแรงยิ่งได้เยอะนะฮะแต่ที่น่าตื่นเต้นไปกว่านั้นเรามีเชคแคมด้วยนี่ความพิเศษคือกล้องจะจับภาพนะฮะและขึ้นจอด้านหลังตรงนี้เลยนะครับกล้องจะจับภาพคุณพิเชษต่อไปอย่างหนักหน่วงอย่างดุเด็ดอย่างมันนะฮะเพราะฉะนั้นวอร์มมือเตรียมท่าเต้นปังๆนะฮะก่อนที่เราจะเล่นกันนะครับเราไปดูวิธีการเล่นช็อปปี้เชคกันแบบง่ายๆนะถ้าพร้อมแล้วไปดูวิธีการเล่นได้เลยครับช็อปปี้เชคช็อปปี้เชคเริ่มและขยับให้แรงที่สุดเท่าที่จะทำได้เพื่อลุ้นรับช็อปปี้โกดลุ้นมากกว่า1 ล้านบาทรอช้าดาวน์โหลดแอปช็อปปี้เลยทุกเวทการันตีเปิดแอปช้อปปี้ขึ้นมานะฮะจากนั้นหาไอคอนช้อปปี้ไพรส์นะฮะที่เป็นรูปกล่องของขวัญสีน้ำเงินเจอไหมฮะช้อปปี้ไพรส์กล่องของขวัญสีน้ำเงินเจอไหมจากนั้นกดเข้าไปที่ half time Shopee Shake นะครับกดไปที่ half time Shopee Shake แต่อย่าเพิ่งกดเริ่มนะอย่าเพิ่งกดเริ่มนะทุกคนเดี๋ยวเราจะมานับถอยหลังเขาดาวไปพร้อมกันแล้วเราจะมาเขย่าเล่นพร้อมกันพร้อมไหมทุกคนถ้าพร้อมแล้วเราเตรียมตัวนับถอยหลังกับ Shopee Shake กันเลยครับไป10 9 8 7 6 5 4 3 2 1เริ่มเช็คกันเลยครับทุกคนโอ้เขย่าแรงทุกคนเขย่าแรงอีกอุ้ยคุณพี่โยกอีกแต่ระวังมือถือกระเด็นไปโดนหัวน้องข้างหลังนี่ทุกคนโอ้ยคนนี้โยกเบามากไม่เก๋คนนี้โยกเบามากไม่เก๋นี่อย่างนี้เลยโอ้โหสั่นเป็นเจ้าเข้าเลยทุกคนดูนี่อย่างนี้ ข้อมือไม่แรงเลยคุณพี่เมื่อคืนใช้ทำอะไรหรือเปล่าคุณพี่เขย่าแรงอีกนี่แรงอีกทุกคนแรงอีกทุกคนยิ่งเขย่าแรงคอยยิ่งมานะคอยเนี่ยเอาไปซื้อของในช้อปปี้ได้นี่แรงอีกคอยมาไหมทุกคนคอยมาไหมอย่างนั้นเลยคุณพี่เปิดแอปได้ยังเนี่ยอย่างนั้นแหละเลิศอย่างเงี้ยคือคนเลิศอย่างเงี้ยคือคนเลิศคนเก๋เขาก็จะเต้นได้นี่คนเก๋คุณบอกว่านี่เมื่อคืนยังไงใช้ข้อมือบ่อยต้องอย่างนี้ข้อมือใช้บ่อยบริหารยังไงอย่างนี้เลยนะไปอีกเอาหรือยังคุณพี่ข้างหลังบอกไม่ไหวแล้วข้อมือจะมีปัญหาข้อมือจะขึ้นแล้วนะฮะไปอีกมาอีกพอหรือยังคอยมาไหมขึ้นไหมคอยขึ้นไหมฮะคอยขึ้นไหมขึ้นไหมครับขึ้นไหมยินดีด้วยนะครับกับทุกคนนะฮะที่ได้คอยนะฮะได้กันบ้างหรือเปล่าได้ไปกี่คอยฮะ1 คอยได้ไปกี่คอยฮะ1 คอยข้างหลังได้ไปกี่คอยฮะ1 คอยใช่ไหมฮะโอเคนั้นลงไปอย่าให้2 ตีกันนะฮะอย่านะฮะนี่ไงบอกแล้วว่ายิ่งเขย่าแรงก็ยิ่งได้คอยเยอะนะฮะโอเคยินดีกับทุกคนด้วยนะฮะแต่ก่อนที่เราจะจากกันแล้วเราจะไปลุ้นกับฟุตบอลในครึ่งหลังนี้นะฮะใครที่อยากได้กระตีเท่านั้นนะครับสำหรับวันนี้สวัสดีครับ
Thanks to Alan with his effort in the 20th minute. Fine finish after an excellent assist from Leo Arter. Bogdanovic has been busy in goal for BG Pathum United. And it looks like they are going to make changes. They also saw Mateus Fornazari pick up a straight red. He was sent off for a challenge on Bui Hoang Viet An. Went for the spectacular overhead kick and connected with the head of Bui Hoang Viet An. And the referee decided that the straight red was the correct call, the appropriate punishment in that situation. But even before Fornazari was sent off, it was pretty much all Công An Hanoi 63% ball possession by the time that first half ended. They had 6 attempts, all 6 on target. So Alexander Polking will have been happy with the performance from his side. That's the goal scorer, Alan. And another opportunity right after getting the first goal. Chan Din Trong is getting ready to come on for Công An Hanoi. In Quang Hai has been impressive in that first half as well. So it's been a strong performance from the away team. They just haven't been clinical enough, and they haven't actually killed off this contest with the chances that they've had, denied by Bogdanovic. And they had a bit of a scare as well. Joel Lopez thought he'd scored the equalizer after a great run from Ekanit Panya. And it was a very close call. Lopez with a nice finish through the legs of Nguyen Philip. It went to VAR. It took some time. And they got to the decision in the end to disallow that goal from Joel Lopez. So aside from that, a little bit of a scare for Công An Hanoi. It's pretty much been one-way traffic. 271 passes in that first half compared to 142 for BG Pathum United. 86% pass accuracy for the away side in the opening 45 minutes. Well, we went up to 54 minutes before the whistle was blown for halftime. Big stoppage for that injury suffered by Pui Hong Viet Ang. Going to be one change for Công An Hanoi coming up, and it's going to be 2 changes for BG Pathum United. And one of those 2 changes is Chanatip Songkrasin. The other one will be Chanon Tama. It's Chanatip, the first one to come on. The next one is Chanon Tama. So we're going to get confirmation of which players have come off for BG Pathum United and for Công An Hanoi. See Chan Din Chong come on for Công An Hanoi. Just about ready to get this second half underway. Welcome back to BG Stadium here in Pathum Thani for the second half of this fixture between BG Pathum United and Công An Hanoi. It's Công An Hanoi leading by a goal to nil. Alan with the only goal of this match in the 20th minute. This is match day 1 in Group A of the ASEAN Club Championship Shopee Cup. Thanks for joining us on coverage of this wonderful tournament. Chanatip Songkrasin has just come on for the second half with Chanon Tama. As BG Pathum United look to inject a bit more quality into their game. Some pace going forward as well. So Chan Din Trong is come on for Pui Hoang Viet An. No surprises there with Pui Hoang Viet An suffering that head injury. Went into the break and obviously decided that he didn't need to continue. So he has come off to be replaced by Chan Din Chong. Chanapat Wapan is one of those players who has come off for BG Pathum United to be replaced by number 55, Chanon Tama. It's Joel Lopez! Just wide, tried to catch out Nguyen Philip. But Ekanit Panya, surprisingly, has also come off. He's been replaced by Chanatip Songkrasin. The issue isn't Chanatip coming on, that's obviously added quality, but Ekanit Panya was one of the better players for BG Pathum United and carried threat, especially on the transition. In that first half, almost would have registered an assist at that goal from Joel Lopez. Stood as Chanatip to Jaron Sak. Going to play at a quicker tempo in the second half, trying to press aggressively. And Hanoi will have expected this response from the home side. On at the races in the first 45. Want to put in a better showing in this second half. Sarat. With a challenge on Win Quang Hai. Sarat Yuyen, quality technical central midfielder, has the ability to dictate the tempo in the middle of the park. Sarat, with his passing and work rate. That's a good ball into Jaron Sak, a chance to run at the opposition defence. Tan Din Chong was there. Playing in central defence alongside Hugo Gomez. He's just moved onto the left side of the back line. They go into a 4 when they don't have the ball, and then when they have it, they build in a back 3. Well, flexibility in this team in terms of the tactical shape and approach, which is something you see from sides coached by Alexander Manopolking. I mentioned this in the first half. It is a side with a clear identity and structure. They know exactly what is required from them out on that pitch. It's Hugo Gomez. Play with intensity in and out of possession. That's good pressing from BG Pathum United. Sloppy from Adu Min. Sarat, Jaron Sak. To drive it in low into Chanatip, but Adu Min making up for his mistake with that challenge. BG Pathum United will keep possession. Here's Chanatip. Jaron Sak. Walid. Mok. Clearance under pressure isn't the best. Chanon collects possession. That's Chanon. To inject some pace and energy down the left for BG Pathum United. 21-year-old Chanon Tama getting an opportunity in the ASEAN Shopee Cup. Win Tin Bak. Plenty of pace, but also excellent work rate from Kongan Hanoi's number 9 on this left side. Mok. Keeps it simple in central midfield. Stefan Mok was up an option. Lovely touch on the turn. Outside of the boot, just away from that pressure. Applied by Sarat. This is wonderful from Kongan Hanoi. Breaking out from that high press. Pass out wide into the free space. Leo Arto has been such a menace. Been given a license to roam. It's just so difficult for the opposition to pick up a player like that. New Zealand very comfortable on the ball now. Takes up some great positions. Mok goes back out to the left with Min. Here's Win. Sarat. Notsuda. Chanon did well under pressure. Trying to work a triangle on the left. BG Pathum United. Osei gets to it ahead of Levando. It's Lopez back to Osei. Squeezed against that sideline. Put it out for a throw-in to Kongan Hanoi. It was a high-quality first half played at a great tempo and wonderful intensity. Alam. play again from Alan. Quang Hai. Oh, that's a lovely ball into Leo Arta. Still with Leo Arta. Long right leg of Milos Drincic. Taking it away from Leo Arta. There's Chanatip. Janonsak winning the free kick. Surrounded by 3 red shirts. Chanatip on the turn. Janonsak. Flag has stayed down. Drifting inside. Now it's gone up. Offside is the call. Spectators here getting excited at the prospect of an opportunity for the home side. This times his run. Checks back inside, but was in an offside position as that was played. There's more. Time to turn in midfield. Le Pham Tan Long. Vietnam also had a brilliant midfielder in Pham Tan Long, who's now on the coaching staff with Công an Hanoi. Alan. No foul. Also with a clean challenge. Alan has stayed down. Play continues. Here's Chanatip into Notsuda. Well, Công an Hanoi want the ball to be played out, but BG Pathum United well within their rights to keep going here. You play to the whistle. And it doesn't look to be a serious injury for Alan. He's still down. He's clutching his calf. Ose. As Sarat, and eventually it's put out so that Alan can receive some treatment. It just looked to be a knock into the back of the calf for Alan from Ose. Let's have a look at this, and there's nothing much in that. I don't think Ose initially makes contact with the ball. Perhaps you could say Alan just went down a little bit too easily. On another day, might have won the free kick. And he should be okay to continue. Well, it's good to see the spectators enjoying themselves. Still looking positive. Some of them anyway, others not quite. Playing with 10 players after Mateus Fornazzari was sent off close towards the end of that first half. Công an Hanoi finished 3rd in V-League 1 last season. Shows a big improvement on their 6th place finish in the 23-24 campaign. They won the Vietnamese Cup, and then they won the Super Cup as well at the start of this campaign. It came close to the Shopee Cup title last season, so close to winning it, but it couldn't quite shake off Buriram United, who came back from 2-0 down late in regulation time of the second leg to take the game into extra time. And then Công an Hanoi had to score their own late equalizer to force penalties in that extra time period. It was Buriram United who emerged as victors from the spot. Bit of a similarity between these clubs, Công an Hanoi and BG Pathum United, in terms of those back-to-back title wins in their respective 2nd and 1st divisions on the domestic front. Công an Hanoi also won the V-League 2 title when they were known as Công an Nan Dan, before winning the top flight title the season after in 2022-23, fresh off their promotion and rebranding. Here's Min. Nguyen. And Quang Hai into Nguyen Tin Bak. This pass is taking a deflection into the area. Danger here for BG Pathum United. That's well defended by Chanon. And a good pass into Notsuda. That's the scramble to poke it away into Chanatip. He wanted a free kick. Sarat for a long ball over the top to Jaron Sak. That's a good ball into the number 13. He's got pace and support from Chanatip here into the area. It's Chanatip! Oh! What a goal from Chanatip Songkrasin! They needed a big performance from the star man, and he has delivered. Introduced for this second half, Chanatip, and has turned things around for the home side. Played out beautifully. He's well onside here in his own half, Jarunsak. That pass from Sarat on his left foot was lovely. Pinpoint, pinged into Jarunsak, who waited for the support to arrive from Chanatip, onto his left boot, and puts the power behind that effort, keeps it on target. Win Philip, perhaps unsighted, didn't cover the angle. This is a great camera angle on the replay. We wonder about his positioning. He had to move across to get that line of sight, and he couldn't get strong arms onto that shot from Chanatip Songkrasin. The goal will stand this time. So those fans were looking positive, and that's exactly why Chanatip has gotten the equaliser. The 31-year-old magician who's been with BG Pathum United since July of 2023, played in J1 in the J-League with the Kawasaki Frontale and Consadole Sapporo. This one his 8th Shopee Cup appearance, 7 of them coming in last season's campaign. It's his first goal in the competition. Leoata looking for that quick response and the rapid go-ahead goal. Well, you see this a lot in the game. There's a long way to go yet in this second half, but you see this a lot. When you've got the momentum, and you've got the upper hand, and you don't make the most of your opportunities, with just the one goal in it, you always give the opposition a chance to recover. There's always that hope there for them. Chanatip as well has been a regular for the club since joining them. Makes such big contributions for BG Pathum United. Has had a solid game at the back. He's had a lot of work to do. He's done well, along with Takaki Ose. Nice patient defending from Walid. As that burst of pace, tries to get away from Windinbach. 2 speedsters down this side of the pitch. Natsuda. Some space to work with in midfield. That's poor from Natsuda. Puts his side under pressure. But Sarat is there to bail them out. The central midfield partner coming across to intercept. This is so much better from BG Pathum United, remembering how to play. They're a good side, didn't show much of it in that first half, but they've come to life in this second. And Công and Hanoi have just faded. So the pink shirt has gone off. Black t-shirt is on for Alexander Polking. Very warm, humid conditions, 31 degrees, close to 70% humidity. Mark, oh, it's a lovely touch from Quang Hai into Levando. Get it back again, here's Levando. Pass back to go forward. Natsuda. Intercepting the pass inside from Levando. Gomez heads it on. Mark, no problem with that. Wasn't a high boot. Arthur was met by Trincic. Quang Hai on his left boot. Let's win. Din back to Win Quang Hai. Looking for the give and go. Drincic is there again. Well-timed challenge in the box, and it had to be. Chanatip. Followed by Drincic. That's one for Charan Sak to chase. Was there a foul? Gomez? Yes, says the referee. Is it going to win that, Charan Sak? Just looking to be physical. So always struggling to get to that, Charan Sak. Going up for a bit of water here. Trying to get themselves cooled down. They're putting in the effort. RPG Pathum United, there's definitely been an increase in the tempo of their play. Lewata, Malk. Malk. Well, lovely from Kongan Hanoi, but Ose was there. He's clutching his hamstring though. That's one to watch out for. PG Pathum United transition into the attack. Lopez with the cross, Gomez with the clearance. Channon with the foul. Taken quickly by Mok. Windin back. They're going to keep the tempo high. They want the 10 men of PG Pathum United to suffer. Flag has gone up for offside. Leo Arta getting himself into an offside position. That's pretty poor. So he was looking right across the defensive line. There you go, a great angle on the replay once again. A bit careless there from Leo Arta, 30-year-old Brazilian. Joined the club in August of last year from Bindin, just like Alan. Leo Arta, though, came through with Corinthians as a young player. Played in Brazil until his move to the V-League with Bindin. And has been a strong source of goals and assists. Quang Hai thought he was clean through, but Ose came slanting across. Helped out Drincic. Arta. Levando. Chipped in, Leo Arta! Met the cross. Not enough power or direction to trouble Slavisa Bogdanovic. Ten goals, 6 assists for Leo Arta in 20 V-League 1 appearances for Kongan Hanoi last season. Also had a brilliant Shopee Cup campaign last year. There he goes, another effort from Leo Arta. Space on the top of the box. Drincic doing enough just to distract Leo Arta. 6 goals, 4 assists in his 6 Shopee Cup appearances last season for Leo Arta. And he scored in both legs of the final against Buriram. He's looking to be the difference maker in this contest. Just positioned a little bit further forward in this second half is Leo Arta. Saw him drop pretty deep into midfield, float around in those midfield positions, and thread passes through into Alan. PG Pathum United certainly not leaving themselves exposed with that higher line anymore. They've dropped off, which is smart. Now, especially now that they've gotten themselves back level. Swallow with the throw. In heads it on. Touched in behind by Le Pham Tan Long. Busy in central midfield, the number 11 for Kongan Hanoi. Chanatip, get the space. And behind the away side's midfield. Chanatip, he thought about the shot. There's the decoy. Excellent close control. Still with Chanatip. Notsuda. Always on the move is Chanatip Songkrasin. Saran. Notsuda. He's got Leo Arta on his back. protects it so well, Chanatip. Diminutive figure, but he's got such wonderful awareness and a great core strength. And protects possession just incredibly well. Chanatip's on crossing. Arta. Trincic, uncompromising in the challenge. There's such a change in momentum in the second half. Chanatip for the diagonal through pass into Jaronsak. Enjoying themselves a lot more out there in the second half now than they were in the first. BG Pathum United, there was frustration, there was annoyance. Big shift in the mood on the pitch and off it as well. Quang Hai, Levando. It's Quang Hai, two options in the box. Lewata joining in late, scuffs his shot. That's Hugo Gomez. Le Pam Tan Long. Lewata out space. It's a drive from well out, easily blocked by Trincic, who's been everywhere in defense for BG Pathum United. A monster of a performance from Milos Trincic. Lewata. Quang Hai made the run. Defense had dropped off, so Lewata just hits it out wide to Mintin Bak. Cross from Le Pam Tan Long is headed away by Chanon, keeping up the pressure on the away side. Here's Mok. Lewata trying to bend it around Sarat, and he did. It was an effort on target, but Bogdanovic had read that. Well, he's kept his side in the game. Some big saves in the first half from Slavisa Bogdanovic. Keep the score just 1-0, and he's given his team the opportunity to work their way back into this. So a couple more changes for Kongan Hanoi. Vidal is one of those players to be coming on. He will replace the number 11. Le Pam Tan Long is already on a yellow card, so it is a good change to make anyway. So make sure you maintain that advantage. And one more change coming up. Just going to see Rogerio Alves on for Adu Leili Min. So there's going to be a bit of a reshuffle here as well for Kongan Hanoi. Well, it's a triple change. Mok is also coming off. The number 26, Ha Van Phong, is also on. So we've got this set piece to defend, and then we'll see how they restructure the triple change. Chanatip, Charonsak, Utsuda, lovely work, Charonsak. Gomez comes across, Charonsak, just with the delay on the cross, he wanted a sliding challenge from Gomez to come in, and it did, but then he just got too much elevation on that. He's looking hopefully at the assistant referee, hoping that a corner would have been awarded. No touch from Gomez, so it's a goal kick. So Vitao is a defensive midfielder, 31-year-old. Can also play at centre-back, but he'll be employed in that central midfield role. Powerful presence in the middle of the park is Vitao. Passer, very reliable in possession. It does allow the attacking players to shine and get forward. Attacking change from monobolting with Rogerio Alves coming on, and he will join in the attack. The number 30. Rogerio Alves dos Santos, 29-year-old. New addition to the club, has played in Ukraine and Kazakhstan. Also spent some time in the UAE Pro League with Fujairah. Joined the club in July after a spell at Namdin. He is looking to make a nuisance of himself. Chanon does well. Take it away from Rogerio Alves. Here's Chanatip. Look at that from Chanatip's on crossing. Exquisite stuff. Again from the master. Charonzak. Walid. With a touch and go. Walid with a cutback. Not Suda with the effort blocked. Kong Hai picks it up. Here's Rogerio. Levanto inside to Arthur. Just not quite happening for Kongan Hanoi in attack. They were so slick in the first half. There's Chanatip. Even when he stumbles on the ball, he's able to hang on to possession. Drincic. Has to go back to Bogdanovic. Milos Drincic encouraging his teammates from the back. 26-year-old last played for Kerala Blasters in the Indian Super League. He should be a regular in the side this season. Now, Chanon Tama has been really impressive since he's come on. What's going on off the ball, and the referee has to deal with Drincic getting involved in an argument with Leo Arthur. There's also an injury here for Walid, it looks like. He's been working very hard, getting up and down. Just coming out of the pre-season phase, these players as well, so it's a moment for them where they could just be struggling with the conditioning levels late on in matches. Have a look at this from Chanatip again. He is a joy to watch. Taken short. Chipped in. Danger at the back post. Header from Gomez is easily gathered by Bogdanovic. Chanatip makes a nuisance of himself. Battling away. Loses possession, keeps going, wants it back, and that just inspires his teammates as well. It's giving everyone a lift in the white and blue of PG Pathum United. Pressing, chasing, playing with an intensity that wasn't seen in the first half. Leo Arthur. And remember, this is PG Pathum United playing with just 10 against 11. As Leo Arthur. Vidal drops off to receive. Goes for the effort. Plenty of power behind that hit from Vidal. Ambitious perhaps. Levando wanted it played out to the right. So it's going to be a change here. Walid Kulto. He wants to go to halfway to make the change. The referee blocking off the run. That's good defending from the official. It's going to be a yellow card for Walid. A little bit unnecessary. Trying to just slow things down. Walid Tultong is going to be replaced by Surachat. Surachat Saripim. 39-year-old Surachat Saripim. We're looking to give them some experience doing the job at right back. been with PG Pathum United since February of 2016. Surachat Saripim. It's going to be interesting to see how he deals with the pace of Nguyen Din Bak and the directness of Kongan Hanoi's number 9. It's 9 against 9 on this side of the pitch. Referring to the jersey numbers, of course. Leo Arta. Still with the tricks and flicks, but not being able to advance. Has to go to Vitao. 4-4-1 for PG Pathum United in a defensive setup. Van Phong, number 26 on the left, has an option for Quang Hai if he wants to use him. Stays inside with Rogerio. As Quang Hai has a glance over his shoulder before he receives. Otsuda. There's no space for Kongan Hanoi to work with in possession. PG Pathum United defending with discipline and structure. But it could break. These transitions could hurt the home side. Drincic, big header away. Had to get to that. Well, Nguyen Din Bak was just too quick for Surachat, and that's the concern here for Surachat Saripim. Just to get into the rhythm of the match quickly. Quang Hai. Chanatip. A chance for them to break forward here. It's good closing down. They stay high up the pitch. Occupying some great territory. Well, the away side. Well advanced. The central defenders are pushing on here. PG Pathum United being forced to defend very deep. Arta. Caresses it out to Levanto. There's Arta in behind Vitao, picked up by Quang Hai, back to Arta. Van Phong into Alan. Difficult. Couldn't get power behind that header. Well, really in a dangerous position, and that cross was just in behind him a little. This Nguyen Din Bak. Rogerio. Levando cuts inside. Still with Levando. Well, everything until the shot was excellent from Levando. A 24-year-old who's a versatile player, can play on the left as well. He's had a series of spells with the club on loan from the PBF Academy. He's been playing regularly for Kongan Hanoi. As Charon Sak is done for the night. He'll be replaced by Chat Mongkon. Chat Mongkon Tongkiri. And this is a change to give PG Pathum United legs and a defensive midfield presence. So they'll look to try and hold on and take the point. Mongkon. Expected to work his socks off in the middle of the park, along with Sarat Yuyan and Notsuda. Joel Lopez on the left-hand side of that midfield four. Chanatip up top alone. Gomez. Vital fighting for the points, both sides. Just 5 matches in the group. Every point crucial. There's Vital, he just got squeezed out. Drincic with the big celebration. to identify and come across. Shut out the angle for Vital. Luis Viejas there along with Mano Polking. Viejas, the assistant of Mano Polking. Just thinking about what they can do to try and change things up for one last push into the closing stages of this contest. As Vital, who's had a couple of efforts, he's been with the club since August of 2024, played almost all of his career in Brazil before that. It's Vital's 10th appearance in the Shopee Cup. Picked up 2 assists, both against Buriram, one in the group, one in the first leg of the final. Supachai Komslip, we had a look at him in the shot just there. He is the coach of this BG Pathum United side. He's the one who takes the training sessions. He's the one who sets them up. On paper, officially, it's Surachai Chaturapatrapong, but it's Supachai Komslip. He's the actual head coach, former player for the club himself. Also a Thai international, Supachai Komslip. Havan Phong. Windin back. Vidal. Just to take that touch away from Chatmongkon. Van Phong. Vidal wants it back, demands it back. Allowed to face forward is Atta. Whipped out to Levanto. There's a change of pace. Levanto, Atta. That's the block from Chatmongkon. Chanatip. He's isolated. What can he do? Well, that's excellent from Nguyen Din Bak. The attitude has been spot on from the number 9. Using his speed on both sides of the game. 21-year-old for Kongan Hanoi receives again, tireless. ASEAN Under-23 Championship. MVP at the recent tournament is Nguyen Din Bak. Gomez with the challenge. And Chanatip will win the free kick. Much to the disbelief for Hugo Gomez. But he was late. Chanatip with a touch away from Gomez. A little bit sloppy. And Leo Atta is being asked to just walk off the side of the pitch by the officials. Going to be replaced by the number 55, Tan Duc Nam. So he's been frustrated, Leo Atta, in this second half. Hasn't had the spaces to work with. And Chan Duc Nam has come on for Kongan Hanoi. 2 more changes coming up for BG Pathum United. Krinsala Kamen is one of those. Getting ready to make an appearance. And Pongrawit Jantawong, number 27, is also going to be coming on. Sarat is off. An excellent shift from Sarat Yuyen. And Joe Lopez. Decent debut. Could have had a goal. Was chopped off after a nice finish. It was just offside, according to the VIE officials. So fresh legs in the middle of the park for BG Pathum United as they look to try and see this one out. Maybe steal a win. As Kritsara come in. Such a versatile player. Back of Van Phong from Surachat. Sada playing on the right side of that midfield 4. Notsuda and Chatmongkon in the central positions. Nguyen Din Bak takes Gets a couple of defenders along for a run. Gets support from Vital. Rogerio into Quang Hai. Levando. Back to Quang Hai. Gomez. Van Phong. Some space to send a cross in. Also with the header. It's going to come back in. Tan Duc Nam gets it into Gomez. Alan, was he fouled? No, says the referee. Chanatip gets it out. Pongrawit, number 27, who's playing on the left of that midfield four. Some irritation for Công an Hanoi. Smacked straight into the face of Vital. It's not happening for them in this second half. What a change up in the rhythm and the momentum of this game, the flow of it all. One of those cliches in football, a real tale of two halves this has been. Rogerio gets crowded out. Excellent from the home side again, not Suda. Kritsala. Vital takes it down on his chest, but they're battling away. Notsuda struggling with cramp on his hamstring. Play continues. Chanatip. Pongrawit had to release quicker. It's been left for Alan. He didn't quite read the dummy from Tan Duc Nam. Was a nice idea from Tan Duc Nam. Look at this from Win Din Bak. With the acceleration, does well to keep that in play. Keeps the attack going for Công an Hanoi. Quang Hai, Van Phong. Time running out for the winner, Rogerio. Rogerio! Another big save from Slaviša Bogdanovic. Shot almost creeping in at the far post. Enough contact from Bogdanovic to put it out for a corner. And we're going to have late drama. Keeping up the pressure. Công an Hanoi, incredibly, Ren Philip hasn't had to make a save, but he's conceded a goal. 6 minutes to be added on at the minimum. VG Pathum United 6 minutes, potentially 6 minutes away from picking up a point in their opener. Playing the majority of this match with just 10. A corner to defend. Tense moments at VG Stadium here in Pathum Thani. Movement in the area. Quang Hai with the delivery. That's a clean catch from Bogdanovic. An excellent performance from Slaviša Bogdanovic. Gomez. Still at least 5 minutes to hold on. Rogerio Alves. Vital. It's Quang Hai. Wants it back from Van Phong. Gets it. Van Phong. Crosses deep. Levando. Alan. Notsuda. Pokes it away. It's going to be a free kick. He knew what he's doing. Tan Din Tong. And it's going to be a yellow card for Pongrawit. Painful one for Din Tong. He was late. So Pongrawit. Quick to apologise. Was Pong Rawit has to take the booking. 24-year-old Pong Rawit Jantawong went on to do a job here, help his team see out this match. Surachai is an excellent high-energy central midfielder in his playing days. Thai international, former Thai international. Change coming up for Công, Hanoi. One throw of the dice. Van Van Duk, an attacking change. Was played in. Gomez at the back post. Whistle had already gone. It's been put away by Tan Duk Nam, but whistle went early. Referee happy with the challenge here from Gomez. He felt he was climbing all over the back of the defender, Gakuto no Tsuda. And Sanduk now with the header across goal. Alan, good hold-up play. Van Van Duk, who's just come on. Grisada gives it straight to Vitao. Quang Hai was fouled. No advantage, so the referee brings this back for a free kick. They want a ball, they want to get on with this quickly. Công An Hanoi. This has been an excellent way to start this group, Group A. First match for both these sides, and what an opener it's been. Two top teams. It's such a tough group of 6. See some big names missing out, only the top 2 going into the semi-final. That's a header from Vitao. Couldn't quite get his bearings right. Getting closer, VG Pathum United to the point, to the draw. Công An Hanoi had their chances in the first half. Could have killed off this fixture in the opening 45, and they should have had control of the second half. But what a response from VG Pathum United. They fought their way back. Chanatip Songkrasin with a brilliant equalizer. Levanto. Ose. Van Phong. Rogerio Alves. Chatmonkon not giving up the chase. Win Philip. Kritsada cuts it out. Chanatip, keeper's off his line. Chanatip goes for goal! And it's in! Oh my word, Chanatip's on Crafton! You absolute legend! What a way to win this! A magnificent turnaround. What can he do? Alexander Polking. He will know all about Chanatip Songkrasin, and he will feel sick to his stomach. vision, the awareness, and then the ability to execute. Comes on at the start of this second half to turn the game around, and boy, has he turned it around in style. That is the winner, surely. Chana tips on Krasin. He just keeps producing. Công and Hanoi will be wondering how they've let this one slip. There might be time yet for one more effort. This has been a tremendous game of football. This is the ASEAN Shopee Cup at its best. And we could have more. Chanmongkon, he's in. It's Chanmongkon. Angle was tight. Win Phillip makes the save. Well, it's not the final whistle yet. They've still got a fight here. PG Pathum United, the officials, want the final whistle. There's still time for Công and Hanoi. And that should be it. Nope, it isn't. Incredible. And it is now! Listen to the roar! PG Stadium has come alive in this second half. They have been treated to a wonderful turnaround. Chana tips on Krasin, leading the charge, the star once again for PG Pathum United. What a performance in this second half. Công and Hanoi were in control in the first. They had their chances to kill off this fixture. They only scored one goal through Alan. It gave PG Pathum United hope of a turnaround in the second, and they turned it around magnificently. Thanks to Chana tips on Krasin with those two goals. A wonder goal to win this. It finishes here, PG Pathum United 2, Công and Hanoi 1.
วันนี้พี่จี10 คนแต่พี่เจพลิกพาชนะได้ แล้วก็ยิง2 ประตูแรกนะคะในฤดูกาลช่วยเล่าถึงความรู้สึกวันนี้หน่อยค่ะ
ก็ขอบคุณโค้ชนะครับสตาฟแล้วเพื่อนร่วมทีมทุกคนที่เราเหลือ10 คน แต่พวกเราก็มีสมาธิและพวกเราก็สู้จนได้รับชัยชนะ
ท่าดีใจของวันนี้ในประตูแรกพี่เจโทรหาใครคะ
โทรหาแม่แต่จริงๆผมจินตนาการก่อนเล่นแล้วในกับเล่นกับฟิสิโอเดี๋ยววันนี้ผมยิงผมโทรทำท่าโทรหาแม่แต่ก็มันก็เป็นอะไรที่โชคดีครับโชคดีที่ทำได้อะไรอย่างนี้
ประตูที่2นะคะพี่เจตะกี้โหใจสั่นเลย
ก็ยิงไปเฉยๆไม่คิดว่าจะเข้าแต่ว่าก็เป็นความโชคดีอะไรเงี้ยแต่จริงๆแล้วถ้าไม่มีเพื่อนร่วมทีมอะไรเงี้ยผมก็ไม่สามารถทำมันออกมาได้ดีอย่างเงี้ยก็รู้สึกขอบคุณหัวจิตหัวใจของเพื่อนร่วมทีมขอบคุณแฟนบอลบีจีที่มาเชียร์แล้วก็ไม่ได้ลุกหนีไปไหนในวันที่เราเหลือ10 คนแต่ทุกคนยังอยู่เคียงข้างเราก็มันเป็นวันที่เราสู้เพื่อพวกเขาสู้เพื่อกันและกันแล้วก็สู้เพื่อประธาน
ช้อปปี้แมตช์หน้าเจอบุรีรัมย์ที่บ้านเราชวนแฟนบอลหน่อยค่ะพี่
ครับผมแน่นอนว่าบุรีรัมย์เป็นทีมที่แข็งแกร่งพวกเราแพ้เข้ามาในช้อปปี้ครับปีแล้วปีนี้เราก็อยากจะเอาชนะเขาในบ้านให้ได้ครับ
ขอบคุณค่ะ
ครับ
How about this game? Is any emotion in the game against the BG? How about?
Thì Quang Hải chia sẻ cảm xúc sau trận đấu này.
Thật sự đây là một trận đấu rất là tiếc nuối đối với đội Công an Hà Nội. Cho đến cuối trận đấu thì toàn đội đã không giữ được cái lợi thế của mình. Mặc dù đây là một cái trận đấu mà toàn đội đã thi đấu rất là nỗ lực, nhưng mà phải nói rằng đây là một trận đấu thi đấu quả cảm của đội chủ nhà.
What a shame that we didn't get a victory tonight. But however, how the home team has fought their best today. I think so. I mean the two teams have fought their best, but the better team won tonight. Thanks.
Any player had accident? You worry about this?
I'm sorry.
Player accident. Okay.
Quang Hải có thể chia sẻ một chút về chấn thương của Buhan Việt Anh.
Việt Anh gặp một chút chấn thương bị rách cái trán, nhưng Hải nghĩ rằng là mong rằng là mọi việc không có vấn đề gì cả đối với Việt Anh và Việt Anh có thể chuẩn bị cho trận đấu sắp tới.
Our player Buhan Việt Anh has a big scratch throughout his eyebrow, but I hope the best for him. He get a best recovery.
Cảm ơn tới cổ động viên hôm nay đã đến sân và theo dõi qua truyền hình. Đây sẽ là cái động lực để Hải cũng như là Công an Hà Nội sẽ tiếp tục nỗ lực và thi đấu thật tốt và đem lại những chiến thắng để dành tặng cho người hâm mộ.
I very appreciate their supporting, and we will try to get our best efforts in order to get a victory to reward them.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Minutes or so before Hanoi grew into the contest, and Alan was looking dangerous with his runs in behind. Lovely pass played into him by Leo Arta. Bent his run as well to keep himself onside and found a really good finish past Slavisha Bogdanovic, who was so impressive in goal for PG Pathum United. Made some great saves in that first half to give his team hope for response and a recovery in the second 45. They thought they found the equaliser late on in the first half through Joel Lopez, but that was ruled out for offside. So no goal was the decision. And then, big moment in the match, Matthias Fornazari seeing a straight red for this boot into the face of Huy Hoang Viet Ang. Trend PG Pathum United went into the second half playing with just 10 players, but Chanatip Songkrasin, what an inspired substitution. They made the call, brought him on, and he answered with style. His first of 2 goals. This was a great goal. Wait until you see the second, which turned into the winner. Win Philip with the clearance wasn't the best, and Chanatip Songkrasin with the vision, the awareness, and the technique to execute. An incredible winner from the master, Chanatip Songkrasin. Giving PG Pathum United the go-ahead goal. There was still time left for Công and Hanoi to try and create one more chance, but PG Pathum United, with a brilliant turnaround in the second half, came away with maximum points. So the first match for these two sides in this group sees all 3 points going to PG Pathum United. It finishes here, PG Pathum United 2, Công An Hanoi 1. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time for more from the Shopee Cup.